G'day, Sambo here. You know, I'm nearly 50 and I realised that just the other day that I hadn't actually tasted sourdough bread. And I thought, well, if I want to be sure I'm tasting real, authentic sourdough bread, probably the best way to do it is to make it myself. So I get on the net, on YouTube, Google, and I start looking on how to make sourdough bread. And at first I was confused by all the different methods, different recipes and everything like that, until someone said to me, if you're seeing all these different methods of doing it, it just goes to show that if there are so many ways to get it right, there are so few ways to actually get it wrong. So I took that on board, and what it comes down to is that basically all you need is this: flour and water. You can add salt if you like, you can add a few other things if you like, but at the heart of it, that's all you need to get your bread to rise, to get leavened bread. But what sourdough is, it's just naturally, it's bread made with naturally occurring yeast. So this video, I'm just going to show getting the starter going. It's going to be a week-long progress. Coming back here every day, I'll get the starter started today. Tomorrow I'll come back, I'll feed it, and just keep that up for about a week until it's at the stage where I can be fairly confident that there's enough yeast in there so I'm going to start splitting it and using it to make loaves of bread. Now, from all of my research, you know, a lot of websites, a lot of videos, they have a whole lot about measurements. They're not critical at all. You need a jar. You can use a wide mouth mason jar, you can use pretty much any jar. I don't have a whole lot of jars here at the moment, so I'm just using this plastic container. I've got about half a cup of flour there. I've got about half a cup of warm water. I want to use warm water to give the yeast a bit of a kickstart. I'll just add some there. Need to add more. That's a dough all of a sudden. Now what I'm relying on here is the natural yeast in the air in my house to start eating and feeding on the sugars, the carbohydrates that are in the flour. I want to have this like at a thick batter consistency. I want like a pancake mix. Now I'm using a quality bread flour for this. But you can use other flours, but your results may vary. Now all I need to do, just add a cloth so that the air can still get to the flour and the water, and I'll let that sit in a warm area until tomorrow night. I'll get home from work, I'll take some of that starter out, I'll check it in the morning, but by the morning it should already be showing bubbles. Tomorrow night I get home, take some of that starter out, add some more flour, some more water, stir it up again. I'll just keep that going for about a week. Alright, this is day 2. There's the starter. You can see we've got some liquid there floating on the top. Smells a little bit. That liquid is, you can probably call it jailhouse hooch, but it's actually, they call it jailhouse hooch, it is actually alcoholic. good sign that the yeast is off to a start. So I'm going to take half of this starter, roughly, put it into the, just using a new container, so I'm trying to keep things a little bit tidy. It'll crust up after a while if I don't fix it up. So I'll add some water. Add the flour. So you can see I'm paying a fair bit of attention to my measurements. As in, I don't really care. And there it is, back to a thick batter consistency. So again, just cover it up, and I'll leave that for another 24 hours. Okay, day 3. You can see I've got a bit more hooch there, but there's starting to be a few bubbles there visible. Day 3, feed, the flour, the warm water, there we are, ready to wait it for another 24 hours until the next feed. Right, it's Monday night. I haven't fed this since Friday morning. I've poured off the hooch, given it a bit of a stir. You can see that it's fairly doughy. There's also a fair bit of yeast activity in there. So what I'm going to do tonight is I'll transfer this to a larger container with a lid on it, and I'll put it in a warm spot, and we'll see how well it feeds up. So I've got about a cup of flour there. I'll add the starter to that. Now the plan is, in the morning, this will be good to go. That's done, fed. Now this is the start of the sponge. Now I'll cover this, and in the morning, after being stored overnight in a warmer area, this would be good to mix into some flour and maybe some water with a little bit of salt to make some sourdough. Righto, Tuesday morning. Fed this sourdough starter. Yes, it's sourdough starter, it's not choc chip ice cream. I fed this last night. It's been sitting out in the lounge room where the heater's been going all night. Have a look at that. Look at the yeast activity. That's what you want in your starter. So this is what I call a sponge. This is ready now to just add to some flour and some water, and to mix up the loaf to let it set rise for the first time. And that'll be in another video down the track. So anyway, I'm going to put this away in the fridge, and that can stay until I'm ready to bake with it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.